Sean Spicer and Donald Trump are hypocrites and liars. Do not be offended without watching the rest. My first point, Sean Spicer, after realizing there's no evidence for the wiretap claim, chooses a specific narrative Donald Trump typed on Twitter and is trying to redefine the definition of wiretap while complaining others are picking specific narrative.
No, but you want to cherry pick one commentary, one piece of commentary. The president had the quote wiretapping in quotes. He was referring to broad surveillance, and now you're basically wiretapping in quotes. There's been substantial that it was, wiretapping. That spans a whole host of surveillance types of options.
Donald Trump, however, had multiple tweets and made it clear the type of surveillance, the time it happened, and who did it and where. In other words, phone wiretapping in October by Barack Obama. After hearing this narrative, Donald Trump, only after Sean Spicer attempted to change the definition of wiretap, tried to also run with that to get himself out of his bad situation.
But wiretap covers a lot of different things. I think you're going to find some very interesting items coming to the forefront over the next 2 weeks.
During Spicer's press conference, someone made that exact same point.
But it sounds like, Sean, that you and the president are saying now, well, we don't mean wiretapping anymore,
no,
because that's not true anymore.
So
now we're going to that's not other forms of surveillance. What's it going to be next?
Jim. Trump really knows he messed up, and is attempting to slither his way out without admitting he was wrong. My last point, it's funny that Donald Trump called New York Times fake news media, yet Sean Spicer referenced them as a source of the wiretap claim.
Evidence of wiretapping. There's been reports in the New York Times and the BBC.
Which is this article here. This, however, is what New York Times has to say about that.
President Obama tapped then candidate Trump's phones.
Yet nowhere in this story does it say that. It says that there is a broad investigation based on wiretapped and intercepted communications. It does not say whose communications were intercepted. And I'd also point readers, and something that people conveniently leave out, is another story we wrote last week on March 1st that explicitly says that much of the communications that were intercepted were Russians talking to Russians. They were hearing about things through those conversations. Is there a FISA warrant? Were there wiretaps on Donald Trump or any of his campaign people's phones? I don't know that. We don't know that. If we did know that, it would absolutely be in the newspaper.